What's up guys, it is Chris back with another watch unboxing, and today I have something very special. This is the Christopher Ward C60 Trident Pro, lent into the channel from Christopher Ward. As you know, I make many videos about news from Christopher Ward, so finally I am able to get one hands-on for review, and I'm very excited about that. So before I get into it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel, helps me bring you videos like these. So getting right into it, you can see it comes in a very large box. This is, they say, a sustainable made box, so I would imagine this is not leather. It's probably a vegan leather. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I believe it is. It feels like a vegan leather. It's a leather type material. Very heavy, very well made box. I think this part is cardboard. The inside though is made out of a wood material. I think this is bamboo. It would make sense if it is, because in keeping with the sustainability. And then inside you have the Christopher Ward branded folder here, and it just has the 60/60 guarantee. This is your guarantee card. And on here it says 60/60, 60 days to return the watch, 60 months, excuse me, of warranty. So you do get 5 years warranty with your Christopher Ward. That is something that not a lot of micro brands offer. Most micro brands offer 1 or 2 years. 5 years is a lot of time. 60 days to return your watch if you want to. C60 Trident Pro 600. That gives you an idea. 600 meter dive watch. And then, of course, they give you a little envelope here. Inside this envelope is just a microfiber cloth, as you can see. And it is, of course, branded, the Christopher Ward brand on there. Very nice little touch, I think. And then, of course, here is the watch. This is the C60 Trident Pro. And like I said, this is just a wood a drawer that goes into the other part of the box. Very heavy, very well made. And then, as you can see, this is the watch, and you get a 40 millimeter. You can get this in a 38 millimeter. You can get it in a 42 or 41 millimeter, I believe. So you can go bigger, you can go smaller. This is the blue dial with the blue bezel, ceramic bezel, glossy blue dial, glossy blue ceramic bezel. And what first struck me about this watch the moment I took it out of the box when I first received it was the finishing on the case. There are a lot of different finishes on the case itself. It's a really nicely finished case. There is excellent transitions, very sharp transitions between the polishing, the brushing, and bead blasting even. So there is very sharp transitions. There are some crown guards. That crown is actually set right into those crown guards nicely. The crown is very deeply signed, and so is the back of the watch. Very nice, not a sharp edge on the watch itself. Beautifully finished case back, just a really nice case back. It says Christopher Ward Trident Pro 600, and then the dial itself, of course, you have applied indices and beautiful like sword dagger hands. The hour hand is more like a dagger hand, and it looks very nicely made. And then you get lume, of course, on all of Christopher Ward's watches. They do a really good job of lume. So you get X1 GLC1 on the hands, indices, and bezel. Screwed in crown, screwed in case back, obviously. Let's listen to the bezel action. Ceramic bezel, as I mentioned. Let's listen to that. Really, it sounds like a bank vault. It is very nice. It's not very tight. It's just tight enough. It's actually one of the best bezels that I've had on the channel. It does not move. It is set in that spot, and it does have a very nice action. 47.5 millimeters lug to lug, and then 12.95 millimeters thick. So just under 13 millimeters thick and just over 47 millimeters lug to lug. The bracelet is an oyster style bracelet. You do get push pins in this bracelet, which at this price is kind of, I wouldn't say a disappointment because it works fine. However, it would have been nice if they put screwed links. I think the reason why they don't do that is because you get a micro adjust in this clasp. So the clasp is a very classic looking clasp, feels very nice, very nicely milled, obviously. However, you do get a quick release or a quick adjustment of the actual bracelet. And with your thumbnail, all you need to do is with your thumbnail, there's a tab underneath. You press down on that and you could just pull out or push in, and you get at least 3 or 4 millimeters of adjustment just on the fly, which is really invaluable in the heat. If you are traveling and your body temperature changes, you expand, you contract. I mean, it happens. Obviously, that is a really good thing to have. There is quick release on the actual bracelet itself. I'll do a strap change in the full review, but for this unboxing, I'm not going to do one. Obviously, there's just 2 tabs there on either side of the bracelet, on either side, and you just pull, and it's very easy to change the bracelet on here, and very easy to put it back in. So I've seen other brands put it only on one side. That kind of doesn't make sense. Putting it on both sides makes it really easy for you to just throw it back on. And then, of course, the other side of the watch, as I mentioned, there is a lot of nice transitions here. Brushing, polishing, bead blasting, really, really nice. That bezel fits really nicely against the case. It looks absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to throw this on my wrist so you guys can see, and then I'll do a quick loom shot. But before I do, let me talk about price. So this comes in at $965. This gets a Sellita SW200, so it does get a Swiss-made movement. It is a Swiss-made watch. And they also offer specials a lot. So currently, I don't know if they're offering any specials, but I know that they were just recently offering $125 off your purchase of a watch, and I think it was like over $600 spent. You get $120 off or $125 off. And then they also had a 20% offer, and then they had a 15% offer. So they do offer discounts on their watches quite often. And I think with the most recent discount, this would come in at around $850. And that is an excellent price for this watch. It really is a step above most of the other micro brands that I've had on the channel. I have to admit it, you know, I've had a lot of other micro brands on the channel with Sellita SW200s, Collins watches. I've had Zelos on the channel as well with an SW200. One that comes to mind is the Swordfish. They're very nice watches. They're around the same price. The Collins watch is actually a little bit cheaper than this, but the finishing and the fit of the watch itself, the bracelet, everything, you know, the packaging, literally everything on the watch does not come close to what this watch is, unfortunately for Collins, obviously, but this is a really nicely put together watch, I have to say. And especially if you compare it to something like the Swordfish that I had on the channel a long time ago. I bought that watch for around $800, which is very close to the price of this. It has an SW200, but the finishing quality on that watch was nowhere near this watch whatsoever. And that was like a 1,000-meter dive watch. This is a 600-meter dive watch, so very close. 600 meters and only 12.95 millimeters thick, almost 13 millimeters thick. That's really not a lot. Obviously, sapphire crystal, just a really nicely well put together watch. But before I do a loom shot, let me show you what I'm wearing today. Today I am wearing my Eterna. This is the Eterna Royal Kontiki. This is another watch with an SW200, a Swiss-made watch as well. This retails for $2,000, so gives you an idea. This is 44 millimeters as well. It's a little bit larger. A very nicely finished watch as well. The review on this is coming out actually very, very soon, and I think you guys will be pleased with this watch as well. But let me throw the Christopher Ward on my wrist. I have not sized this watch for my wrist yet. So I will just close it up so you guys can see how it looks. But as you can tell, I have a 7.5-inch wrist. This will fit me very, very well. The dimensions are very nice. 40 millimeters, 47 millimeters lug to lug, or 47.5 millimeters lug to lug is a really sweet spot for my wrist. Like I said, 7.5-inch wrist. Just really wears very, very nicely. And I really like that quick set on the bracelet. I think that is really a very nice option to have, and it's very, very easy to use. Just to put your thumb under there, pull it out, and there it is. You have extra room. So you could take out a few links here and then wear it nicely snug to your wrist, and then adjust it as you need. So very quickly, I'll do a loom shot, but of course I'm going to be wearing this watch over the next few weeks. I do have to return it to Christopher Ward within the next few weeks, so I would like to wear it as much as I can, and then do a full review for you guys. So quickly, a loom shot, which I hope is good, and I have an expectation that it will be, so let's see. Well, there you have it. I mean, this is a loom monster. This probably gives Zelos a run for their money. I know that I've never had a Christopher Ward on the channel before. I'm going to have to do a loom war because I have gotten some watches in that have some incredible loom on them. Some Zelos, this Christopher Ward. Ithius is another watch that just came in that has some incredible loom. So I'm going to do a loom war, and this will definitely be in there. This is definitely a contender. This has some incredible loom. But tell me what you think in the comments below. I know Christopher Ward are very popular. A lot of people give it a little bit of grief because of where the actual Christopher Ward is located on the dial. That really doesn't matter to me. I kind of don't matter. I kind of don't mind if it's on the 9 o'clock position. You have the date at the 3 o'clock position, so it sort of balances out that way. However, they've been making new watches with the Christopher Ward up at the 12 o'clock position, so a more traditional way of displaying the name of the watch. But either way, I like this. I think it's a pretty amazing watch for the price, $800 and change with the current discount. I think $960, it's still worth it. $965, it's still definitely worth that price. If you can't get a discount, I'm very impressed by the watch. It feels like a much higher end watch than the price would suggest. It feels like it's not a micro brand. It's a little bit more of an established brand. They have some really high tolerances for their bracelet and the case. The fit, finish, and quality here is really excellent. But tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I really want to hear from you guys. I like to hear what you guys have to think. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is so helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. I have some links in the description below. Those links are to Amazon. If you click those links and buy anything, it helps support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra. However, it helps support the channel, and I very much appreciate it. Also, please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is WatchChrisBlog. Anyway, thank you for logging on, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.